Okay, and then from there, what we're going to do is we're going to put this on a Carnot map so that we can more easily see the static one's hazards. So it's a 4-variable problem, and here's A, here's B, C, and D. Okay, so let's use some colors to keep track of what we're doing. Let's put down A bar, B, C bar. Okay, so A bar, just half of the map, intersected with B, intersected with C bar. That would be in here. So we have ones, you can't see that, here and here. All right, next we could look at the next product term, the green term. We would put A bar, C bar, D. So that's these two squares. And it's okay that those overlapped. Oops. All right, so that's that term. And then, choosing, got another color, B, C, D. All right, so the intersection of B, C, and D, it's these two squares. So we can put ones there. And so you see, we've had circlings. Okay, here's a circling. Here's another circling. And yet another circling. That covers all the ones, but the question is, when we change just a single bit, can we jump from one grouping to another without the jump being covered by a grouping? Okay, so in other words, let me put a dot here. If I jump from here to here, I'm always inside the green group. So there's no switch in the product term that shows up on the original f function. Okay, if I jump between here and here, let me change the color. From this point to this point, again, I'm still covered by the yellow. All right, so what I care about is single bit changes, where only one bit changes at a time. Okay, so that means I need to go from adjacent squares on the Carnot map. Okay, so let me clear those dots. So if I'm looking at that, where I had the problem is right here, moving from this square to this square. So you see, I'm jumping from something that's covered by the yellow and the green group to just the purple group. So that one would hop between gates. And if the delays aren't right, I could get a glitch on the output of F. All right. So the question is, how do you fix that? Well, you add a redundant circling. All right. So if I put an additional grouping here, that solves the problem, because moving from here to here, I'm still covered by the same product term. Okay, so that simply means I need to add this product term. Okay, so that product term in this case would be A bar, B, D. Okay, which is simply this grouping in here. Okay, so I can go up on the circuit diagram and fix that. Remember, I need to add A bar, B, D. Okay, so I add yet another gate, A bar, A bar, B, not B bar, but B, and then D. All right, so that's the solution to F. Okay, we can do the same thing for G. All right, so let's do that. All right, so let's do that and get some room to work. We can move all this stuff down. Okay, so let me move this to where we have more room. Okay. All right, that should be plenty of room. We get started by writing down the logic expression for G. All right, so we'll do this one faster. G is equal to, you look at this, C bar D, ORed with BD, ORed with A, C, D bar. All right, so I can make a Carnot map out of that. Again, it's a 4-variable Carnot map. Where here we got A, B, C, and D. Okay, we're going to cover, first of all, C bar D. Okay, so C bar is the upper half of the map, intersected with D. That would be these 4 terms here. That's a circling. Okay, and then we also need to look at B and D. Okay, so the intersection of B and D is, in the middle part of the map is B, intersected with D. We have these additional 4 terms, which is this part here. And then finally, we look at this term A, C, D bar. Okay, so I look at the intersection of A and C along with D bar, and I get this term. So these ones. All right, so I had this circling in the middle. These are the 3 terms. Okay. So I'll pause for a second. Do you see the ones hazard? It's where I jump between groups. So between here and here is a potential ones hazard. Okay, so I fix that by adding in a circling that covers that adjacent term. Okay, so I need this circling right here. Okay, so reading off the map on that, it looks like I need an additional term of A, B, C. All right, so coming up here, I would need to add another product term. So I'll sneak one in here. That 3-variable term, ABC, it goes here. Okay, so that finishes that problem.